guys, fellow friends.
Evening.
Shabaf told me a few months ago that he wants to have a speech that is catered for all you guys, and that it will be something career related. So it's his corporate series. Pretty sure some of you have heard Sean's speech a few months ago. So today I'll talk to you about some of my personal experience, and to be honest with you, I did not prepare for this speech because I don't have time to prepare. So I will tell you actually about how to get to your desired industry and how you can go up from where you are now to where you want to be in the future. Okay, I wanted to be, years ago, I will share with you based on my personal experience, and I hope that I can offer some points that you all might want to take home and perhaps use it and learn from it. Okay, years ago, I told myself I want to be a very good investor. Okay. I think some of you have heard my speech earlier, but okay, I will not repeat this part. I want to be like these two people. For those of you who know who they are, one of them is billionaire George Soros, and the other guy is a Singapore-based investor, Jim Rogers. These two people were like, I read their books many years ago, and I fell in love with the idea of using money to make money, rather than to work for money. Because the richest people in the world know that money must work for them. That's how you accumulate wealth. So I told myself, money is not something that I'm going for, but it's the passion and the work that I like about it. Because money doesn't give you anything other than more power, but it doesn't help you to make you, more satisfied or happy. That comes from inner and more intrinsic desires. So I want to be like them. But how do I get from where I was to where I want to be? Okay, I'll offer you 3 points, 3 different suggestions that you can go home and you can write it down, go home and think about, and see how you can use it for your own, how you customize it for your own life and your own purpose. Okay. Firstly, you need to know what you want. Okay, I know it sounds so simple and so simplistic, but a lot of people don't know what they want. The first thing you need to ask yourself is, what you're studying now, right? Do you know why you're studying what you're studying now? Do you know? That's the first thing. You can write it down somewhere if you want to think about it tonight or over the weekend. But ask yourself, do you really know what you are studying for actually? You need to ask yourself that question first. If you want to be a singer, I'm sorry, you're in the wrong place. I'm being honest with you. Quit school now and go and sign up a singing class. Go and meet people who are already very good singers. Go and learn from them. That's the first thing the first advice I have for you. You must know what you want. You must think about it. Yes, you must invest some time thinking about it. And you need to ask yourself whether what you're doing now is helping you to get to where you want to be. That's the first thing. Very, very important. I want to be like them before. So, what was I studying? I was studying business. Okay, fine. Business is still something, it's still using money to make money, but not exactly in that investing sense. So, by circumstance, I know that I couldn't just jump over the finance. So I tried to take as much finance courses as possible out of my own school time. So over the weekend, I go for seminars. I talk to people who are a lot more experienced than me, and from there I learned more about the industry, the way, the nuts and bolts of it all. So you need to know what you want. Important. When you have that, it's like a roadmap that is set before you. Everything else will come accordingly when you know what you want. That's the first thing. Yeah, I know I'm a script. Secondly, you need to research once you find out what you want, write it down. What means that you will make effort and make time and spend time doing those things that you need so that you can achieve your goal in doing whatever you want to do. Okay, the second thing is that you need to research. You need to really research a lot, because, for example, if you want to be a SEO expert, you don't know those IT guys, SEO, yeah, okay. You need to. It's very technical. I don't know anything about SEO, but I would like to learn it. It's so interesting, but I don't know anything, unfortunately. So how do you get there from where you want to be? Talk to, go and research, go and read online. The database online, I mean, the internet is so wonderful nowadays. We have everything that you want to know is all available there. No government can deny it to you nowadays. So nothing can stop you from getting the information online. You just need to go a little bit further than most people and dig out those information for yourself. So you need to research upon whatever that you want to do. I wanted to be an investor, and I was thinking, the only way for me to really concentrate on it is to pursue a career in investing. So I went to research about the investment industry. There's the buy side and the sell side. For those of you who know, the sell side, the investment banks, the brokerage houses, those guys who package your stuff and decide to the main public. The buy side are the guys like these guys, hedge funds, private equity, venture capital, and all your asset management houses like Aberdeen, BlackRock, JP Morgan Asset Management. So those are your. So this is the industry. This is very important. You need to know how it works. If you want to be an SEO, do you want to work in which sector? Finance sector? Do you want to go into tourism? Do you want to work in civil service? You need to know all these things. This is very, very important. Because once you know, you can find your way around it, and you can find out the information that's relevant to what you want. That's very important, very critical. So I told myself, okay, fine. That is all the information there. When I was looking for work, I applied heavily to the areas where I know that I can stand a chance. So that was what happened back then. Okay. Now, actually, the other thing is that once you actually find out all the information, right? The second thing that can help you is that when you meet your uncles or aunties, when you meet your distant relatives, very nicely. Okay, not like me, but just nicely, tell them you've grown up already. Tell them, hey, I'm in university. I'm going to work soon. I'm going to try to have a place in the world. So very nicely tell them what you want, what you're interested in. You will never know what your auntie or uncle can help because they have their own networks. They have something like in the industry that you want to go in. So why not speak up and tell them, hey, this is what I want to do. Hey, do you have any advice for me? Do you have any things you can, any information you can share? It doesn't matter even if they can't get you, to where, into the industry. But what matters is the information and the advice that they share with. I talked to some of my friends that were bankers, retired bankers, and that's how they introduced me to another person, and that other people introduced me to other people, and those people actually gave me very, very good advice and helped me in my interviews and also my job hunt this year. So that you get where I'm coming from. You need to really ask and learn from there. And the only way for that to know, what do you ask? You need to ask yourself, what do you ask? You need to know and research about the industry. That's how you know what to ask. Okay. The third thing is that you need to leverage you need to network a lot. You really need to talk to people. Toastmasters is brilliant because it's a platform for you to go and talk to other people, and it offers you a common ground. Because, for example, if I talk to one of these guys, I'm going to talk to them. You understand what I'm trying to say? You need a common ground. Toastmasters is a platform for a common ground. You can, let's say, if you want to be a singer, let's say, a very good singer, then you go to another Toastmasters club. You meet a very good. You actually happen to meet a very experienced Toastmaster there, and that Toastmaster is a singer. So it's like perfect. Okay, you can network yourself, talk to them, say you're a Toastmaster, so you can share advice, learn from each other, and then that's how you find out. From there you can find out more about that person, and that person can offer you, or perhaps can offer you some advice, some good useful information. So that's the thing. You need to network a lot, and you need to network with what you have learned and what I said about researching the industry. Now, so for me, this year I stumbled upon this course for traders. Okay, this course I don't really tell people about it because I feel quite guilty about it. It was taught by a retired hedge fund manager who worked for this guy, Paul Tudor Jones. He's a billionaire on Forbes. Okay, yeah, especially on Forbes, he's a billionaire list. His hedge fund is Tudor Investment Corporation. So I stumbled upon a course whereby the trainer is an employee of this guy. Can you imagine what's the opportunity? It's like I got sent. It's like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect it, but I don't have the liquidity. Okay, I don't have the money to fork out for the course. It's a few $1,000. So I asked myself, what am I going to do to really learn from this guy, work under this guy? Okay, I won't say the guy's name, but I asked myself, okay, fine. My parents are not supporting on me. Fine. I asked my uncle who has a bit of some spare cash. So I asked him, hey, I want to learn certain skill in investment industry. You can help me make money, potentially help me make money. Okay. But I don't have the money to. My uncle he's quite kind and nice, so he said, okay, fine, I'm going to lend you the money. So I fork out half of the course with my own money, the other half with his money. So I went into debt just to learn from the guy who worked under this guy. Okay. And that was the best decision I ever did. I paid back the dues already, okay? I paid back my debt already. And it was from there I met a lot of people who are in the industry already. And these people gave me really, really good advice in terms of not just career, but also in terms of skills. So you get what I'm trying to say. You need to really get into the network, into the whole network and whole scene, really understand everything. And the second benefit for that is people in the same industry that you want to go into have a kind of attitude and behavior. The way they talk, the lingo. If you talk to a couple of bankers, they talk in a certain lingo. If you talk to a couple of traders, they talk in a certain lingo. And they behave in a certain way. And if you talk to a couple of marketers, social media strategies, they talk to you in a certain way as well. They have a kind of industry lingo that is specific to only what they do. Now, the benefit of you networking these people is that you get to learn the lingo, and this behavior that they exhibit rubs off you, so that you can, you can get it. You can get into the mode, and you can click with them. That's the most important thing. Like doctors, I'm pretty sure most of us can't click doctors because they speak the medical terms. So yeah, that's very important. Okay, go home, ask yourself, what you want to do? Is what I'm doing now relevant to what I want to do? That's the first thing. Secondly, go and research and read up more about the industry and your career path that you want to. That's very important. Find out the nuts and bolts, how they click, how they churn. And third thing, network yourself in the industry via the options that you have found out based on your research. So I hope that you take these three advice based on my personal experience and I hope you enjoy what I shared based on whatever I've used. Thank you.
Thank you, Kean, for that wonderful sharing session. I hope that you guys learned a lot from it, and well done. So now we have come to the moment where we are going to have some our own members to give out their best to deliver their prepared speeches. And our first contestant